Is counting converts a reliable way to determine the success of missions?
When stepping into a new culture, everything seems different. Most likely because it is. Money transactions are done through new banking systems. Each country has its own mobile communication services, different data, and minute charges, and contract offers. The base diet of one country is bread loaves, another flat bread, and another no bread at all, instead rice or noodles. One nation is primarily agricultural, another industrial, still another fisheries. Depending upon factors such as the geography, history, economy, climate, the life experiences, and views on life can be totally unique from one people group to another. These things that I listed are fairly easily identifiable by even the least culturally intelligent person. An individual eats with chopsticks and not with silverware, or another eats with only fingers. We can easily see what's happening. But it's not good enough to simply identify the what. Only understanding the what will not bring a cultural outsider any closer to the cultural insiders. Once I showed a class of Mongolian, Chinese, and Russian students a video of Indians eating with their hands. The students sat and discussed as they watched fingers being dirtied by the dishes eaten. If the students had left it there, the Indians are simply messy eaters. Instead, the students need to press further to discover why Indians eat with their hands. Here's a thought. Do you know the last time each piece of your silverware was washed? And what has happened to them since you last washed them? Now how about your hands? Most likely you are more aware of the cleanliness of your hands than the utensils you are using to shovel food into your mouth. Maybe eating with your fingers is not so dirty after all. How one eats is a relatively simple cultural matter. Now let's move into the area of worldview. This is the part of culture that's not always on display, like diet, occupation, dress, or language. A financial advisor is trying to get a bilingual Chinese daughter to stop acting as a translator for her first-generation immigrant parents. The reason the financial advisor wants the woman to stop is so that there is less dependency between them. That also entails financial matters. However, the dependence between family members is not viewed as a negative thing in Chinese culture. The financial advisor does not understand the woman's unwillingness, and the woman cannot even begin to consider the financial advisor's suggestion. This is a worldview matter. Jesus is considered countercultural to the people groups of his own day. The crucifixion was foolishness to the Greeks and a stumbling block in the messianic beliefs of the Jews. Nothing has changed. People want positive personal messaging, promises of health and prosperity, and freedom to be who they are. Jesus pushes back against the self-made man, the materialist, the pluralist, and many other corrupt worldviews. And individuals are just as put off by the gospel today as they were 2,000 years before. Jesus enters into cultures and lives and calls out the alcoholism, the idol worship, the human trafficking, the gangs, the unwarranted pride, and the fake economic dreams. How easy is it for a person to function in a new culture at a surface level? It is extremely difficult, as he or she becomes like a child relearning the simplest life functions, like shopping, transportation, communication. Should we expect anything less on the difficulty level when we are seeking a change in worldview? From a constant fear of revenge by unseen spirits offended to a trust in the Lord of all spirits and fear of him alone. From a denial of all things supernatural to recognizing the creator of his or her own soul. From trusting oneself to fix problems in life to surrendering and trusting the one who gave life. These are not small or simple matters to change, and we cannot expect fast results. This is what baffles me when people look at the number of converts to determine the success of missions. Conversion to Christianity at a worldview level is not an easy task.